The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
Hey everybody, how are we doing today? All right. I am all fired up. And yes, I took the shot at the black shirt. I thought it'd be kind of fun just to see if I could blend into the surroundings in here, up here on stage here at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. We're in the event center for the Deepstacks Poker Tour here at Grey Eagle. Of course, we are getting ready to fire up the main event. And starting tomorrow. But, of course, right now we have event number 7. Day 1B is going off right now as we speak. Jeff Johnson, by the way. Oh, here, you got to hear this. This is great. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Yeah, we're getting everybody all excited in here. There's a little bit of fear here, too. Jeff Johnson, who's going to be joining us here on the show in just a little bit, trying to get everybody pumped up in here. A little bit of a light start today, but, of course, still plenty of time for everybody to get down here. Last night, let's give you the rundown on what happened here. And, of course, dimwit me, I clicked the wrong button here to get rid of everything that I needed. So bear with me for 1 second. Hey, it wouldn't be the Mark Hoke Show without a screw-up, right? I'll tell you what, just amazes me that people still bring me out to these events to make dumb mistakes. Here we go. So yesterday, of course, we have a $70,000 guarantee on this one, day 1A finishing up last night. They were playing down to 10% of the field, or levels, finishing up level 17, and we had 15 players get through on this one. Of course, this would be a main event in a lot of casinos right now, but here, it's just a silly little secondary event. But your chip leader to start coming out of day 1A, Kyle Walkinshaw picks up 544,800 chips. He will be your day 1A chip leader. The rest of the players getting through: Jeet Shergill, 328,600. Hiroki Harada, 324,600. Ryan Flynn, 271,000. Tony Cumley, 261,000. Don Fujita, a guy players up here know very well, very tough player, 233,300. Carolyn Grad at 226. Kareem Chatour at 219,500. Tyler Barasa at 186. Justin Leeson, 162,500. John Lavarado at 129,800. Steve Parkin, 122. Sarah Newman, 108,500. Trevor Norlander, 77,500. And Doug Wasik at 77,200 in chips. So those are the 15 players that got through the 118 day 1 entries. We have, of course, like I said, day 1B just getting started. Only 37 runners in here at the moment, but of course that will change very quickly as we work our way through the afternoon. A lot of late reg to go, so if you're in the area and want to come down and play, hey, have some fun. Get in here. You're going to love it. It's a great time here, and the event center, if you missed the show last night, we got to talk a little bit about this. This event center in here is absolutely unbelievable. This has got to be one of the coolest venues I think I've ever gotten to be in for a poker tournament. In that you've got a bleacher set up in here. I mean, this is their concert hall, and they worked very hard to get this event put in here this time around. We got a ton of tables in here, about 45, 50 tables set up. Plenty of room for everybody. Main event's going to be coming around starting up tomorrow, and it should be something pretty special as Grey Eagle has rolled out the red carpet. I mean, so many different places to watch this. If you want to come down and watch, obviously, we're up on the stage. We'll have the Deepstacks media team, I think, which is Janine Deeb, joining us here soon. And, of course, a lot of the great superstars associated with the tour are coming in here shortly. Matt Savage is going to be the tournament director. He will be coming in, I believe he's already arrived. So we should be seeing him sometime later on. Of course, Tristan Wade and the Grinder, Michael Mizrachi, are going to be here to play this thing too. So it should be a blast. If you want to come up here, still obviously plenty of time to get involved in this series. Still with the main event coming. Plus, of course, do have another secondary event coming up here on Sunday. So still time to play that out. Of course, we have this day 1B with day 2 starting up tomorrow. So it should be a pretty good weekend for everybody. If you're in the Calgary area, you guys in Edmonton, even Vancouver, Saskatoon, wherever you want to come in from Canada, we would love to see you down here to play this thing. Of course, the main event starting off tomorrow, $1,100 buy-in, 30,000 starting chips, 40-minute levels to start things off. And we'll have day 1A on Friday, day 1B on Saturday, and then come back for the championship here on Sunday. Matt Savage filling it in. And, of course, like I said, we also have a No Limit Hold'em Turbo event on Sunday afternoon starting at noon. So if you get knocked out of the main event or if you just want to, come on down and play on Sunday, we'd love to have you here. Certainly join us for that one, a No Limit Hold'em Turbo. And that's, pretty good buy-in there, too, $160. So not going to cost you too much to come down here. That's in Canadian dollars, just so Americans make sure you bring up a little bit extra. Exchange rate, not the friendliest thing in the world. But, hey, what are you going to do? All right, so plays underway here in Event 7, Day 1B, 550 buy-in. So still plenty of time to come down and play for you. Hey, of course, I want to thank all of our great sponsors of the show while we're getting things rolling here. Some great companies that we are working with here on the Mark Hoke Show. And 2 brand new sponsors. We want to make sure that we get them mentioned. Of course, our good friends at ABC Chinese Poker. Those of you guys that are open face addicts, well, if you haven't found a place to play online yet, pretty easy to do. Just download the ABC Chinese Poker app, whether it's on your computer or your cell phone. Put it on there and have a great time. I mean, the community that surrounds the ABC Chinese Poker app is just wonderful guys and ladies that love to play this game. If you walk around any poker room, you're going to see open-face Chinese on a lot of people's tablets. When guys are just sitting around there playing their open-face hands, you will certainly not regret picking that up and giving it a try. So if you never played OFC before, here's your chance to do it. So make sure you guys go to ABC Chinese Poker in your app stores and pick that up today. Also, our good friends at PokerShop.com, brand new sponsor there. Man, I tell you, you need anything, cut cards to light fixtures to bars, anything. Man, I tell you what, PokerShop.com is the place to go. $199 will get you free shipping. So make sure you check them out. PokerShop.com. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com. Of course, I also want to thank our good friends at Blind Squirrel Apparel. Make sure you go to BlindSquirrelApparel.com. Going to pick you up 20% off. Oh, and I'm sorry, by the way, PokerShop.com, 10% off for the code HOKE. HOK. Shouldn't forget that. Same code, 20% off for Blind Squirrel Apparel. Make sure you go to BlindSquirrelApparel.com. Score big there today, man. The stuff built for the gambler and you. Check them out at BlindSquirrelApparel.com. We also have our good friends at Deej Poker. Make sure you go to DEEGpoker.com for some other great apparel, too. You're going to just buy some Deej stuff, buy some Blind Squirrel stuff, get everybody covered for Christmas. It's not that far away, guys. You realize it's the end of September already. We are literally only 90 days away from Christmas. So if you need to hop in, get some early Christmas presents, you got PokerShop.com, you got Deej Poker, you got Blind Squirrel Apparel. Not gonna do bad at all. So take advantage of that and join up with our great sponsors of the show there today. Also, want to thank, our good friends, of course, at PokerTilt.com. Dutch Boyd's new book is out. And by the way, if you download it on Kindle, it's $2.99. I mean, you want to get a hard copy, which I highly recommend. You can get the gold seal copy and everything. But I got to tell you, you got $2.99 to read Poker Tilt. So you can either go to Kindle or go to PokerTilt.com if you want to check out more about the book. But make sure whatever you do, just do it. It's an amazing book. You guys are going to love it. Make sure you head over to PokerTilt.com. All right. And we'll mention more of our sponsors later in the show, but I want to make sure we got to say hi to some of those guys right off the bat. So once again, a lot of players are making their way into the room here. We've already added another 15 players since I started talking. We're at 46 now for this day 1B, and it's going to keep rolling up. It was at 118 yesterday, and these guys looking at a $70,000 guarantee on this event. Of course, buy-in on this thing is $550. So still, hey, maybe an overlay? I don't know. We'll see. Hope not. I mean, good for the players, but nobody likes it. Nobody likes getting overlays. We're just here to have everybody have fun and make some money. So looking forward to seeing how this all turns out this afternoon. Of course, one show today as the Grey Eagle staff kind enough to take us to a hockey game tonight. You betcha. We're going to be going to see the Calgary Flames and the Vancouver Canucks tonight, preseason game. I'm hoping for fights. It is preseason with some great rivals duking it out. So it should be a great time. Of course, hockey's such a treasured part of the Canadian lifestyle and the pride of this country. So looking forward to actually getting to experience a hockey game in Canada. That's something I've never done. So it should be an awesome time tonight here at Grey Eagle. And once again, of course, we're going to be, in a little bit, we're going to be joined by Jeff Johnson here from Grey Eagle. He's been running the show in here for all these tournaments that have been going on here at this Deepstacks Poker Tour stop here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Of course, everything got started on the 20th. So a lot going on has been going on here so far, and if I can get 1 second, as soon as that my screen settles down, let's pop up and see who's getting the job done here at the Deepstacks Poker Tour stop here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Event number one, won by Reg Cross. Reg taking that one down. Wins a straight up $10,000 in that first No Limit Hold'em event. Reg Brown out of Calgary taking that one down. And went over to event number two. That was the No Limit Hold'em Bounty event. Goes to Cindy Kerslake. So Cindy Kerslake winning that one. She wins $9,000. Plus, I'm sure she picked up a few bounties along the way, winning the tournament. Plus, she gets to keep hers, too. So big score there. Wayne Hoffert coming in second on that one. But congratulations to Cindy Kerslake picking that one up. We had a 50-50 No Limit Satellite in here. That's officially event number 3. It's 5 players picking up satellite seats. And that was Ed Gates, Gertie Parhar, Jeet Shergill, Dave Shores, and Nathan Sheeran. So they will take that one down and move up on that satellite board. We go to event number 4. Sean Caron taking that No Limit Hold'em tournament down. 175 buy-in on that. So Sean Caron is your winner. Knocks off Dave McCarty and Trevor Blake. They're in event number 4. Event number 5, the Grinders Classic. $100 buy-in on that. That was it. That certainly would qualify as a Grinder Classic. Ryan Cairns is your winner. Unfortunately, sported the Yankee hat in the championship photo, but what are you going to do? Can't win them all. He beats Don S., both those guys out of Calgary, and Cairns wins $3,645. Not bad for a $100 buy-in. That'll do some work for you. And Logan Dunn, who's in the house right now, he's playing day 1B, had a big opportunity yesterday, and on day 1A was on a near coin flip for 300,000 chips yesterday. Unfortunately, lost it. But Logan Dunn winning the Event 6 Pot Limit Omaha tournament, picks up $5,260 for his effort. First winner outside of Calgary in this series so far. Believe it or not. I mean, certainly a lot of great poker players in the area, but it has been a series for the most part dominated by Calgary. But Logan Dunn finally breaks that. Had the chance to have lunch with Logan today. That was a lot of fun. What a very interesting character. And, of course, he was the player of the series up here for the Canadian Poker Tour event that we covered. But now Logan Dunn picking up another title. And once again, event 7, just getting at day 1A yesterday, we broke down those players for you. And we are up to 50 more runners here with, I'm sure, a lot more coming into the house Of course, Chris Torina out here manning everything, making sure that everything's looking good. That's right. Fix that. It's a little tilted. There you go, Chris. You got it. Oh, God. Gotta love it. Hey, that's attention to detail. That's why the guy's running a poker tour. He's not at Wendy's. All right. So, once again, the players just starting to make their way in here, getting things started. The tournament just started here at 2 o'clock, so we're only about 15 minutes into registration right now. Long way to go. But, of course, 15 players made it through yesterday, so they're going to be playing, once again, this is a $70,000 guarantee, or $75,000 guarantee, pardon me, on this tournament right now. So we'll see who makes it through to play for what should be a pretty good prize pool by the time this is all said and done. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Jeff Johnson's going to be joining us. So we're looking forward to having Jeff on the show. We'll have more here from Gray Eagle. Of course, break down some of the other poker news of the day. There is a lot happening out there, so we'll tackle that too. So thanks for being with us, guys. Of course, once again, we're live here at the Deepstacks Poker Tour event here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at the Gray Eagle Resort and Casino. And by the way, if you want to tweet us at Mark Hoke Show, and of course the hashtag DSPT, and we'll keep an eye on that for you too. So if you're reporting in or have comments or whatever, hey, hit us up on there. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on it the rest of the way. So once again, we'll take a break and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back here on The Mark Hoke Show live from the Green Eagle Resort and Casino here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. The second trip for us up here. Well, it's more comfortable the second time around, I was going to say. By the way, you guys like I'm blending in here? Thank God I am pasty white. I never go outside. I got these great Mark Hoke Show shirts. We'll see if we get a few of these passed out to people while we're up here in Calgary. And, yeah, we do have the guarantee covered, by the way. The 75K guarantee is all good. Up to 53 players now, so definitely have broken that. We'll see where this ends up. Of course, we had 118 yesterday, so we could only imagine we're going to see a lot more runners coming in for this thing as this afternoon goes on. Of course, we're only not even one level in so far on this one. It's a $75,000 guarantee event, so somebody probably walking out here with nice 20K or so for first place at least. And of course, we're waiting for some of our celebrities to come into the house too. Matt Savage, Tristan Wade, and the Grinder, either here in the facility or on their way. Not sure if we'll get to talk to them on this show, but of course, don't forget when we come back tomorrow. Sorry, somebody just made me laugh on social media. I do appreciate that. But oh my God, somebody got me. That's terrible. Oh my Lord. Wow. All right, let's get to our show schedule here. I swear to God, we'll get that up here in just a second. So what will we doing? Of course, once again, only one show today because of the hockey game tonight. Friday and Saturday, we will have coverage at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific time. So for those of you here, of course, that's 2 and 7. Which means we're going to be here right when things kick off, and we'll sneak in an evening show right around the dinner breaks. So it should be pretty exciting there, of course, starting off the main event. That'll be Friday and Saturday. And then coming up Sunday, at least for now, we're scheduled for all-day coverage starting at 12:30 Pacific time. And we'll be here till the final card hits. So that should be pretty cool. So we had a great time last time up here with all the great players that show up. And, we'll get to meet some of the local players up here in Canada, or in the Calgary, Alberta. I mean, it is kind of a country in the Calgary area, trying to see what they can do in winning this Deepstacks Poker Tour main event. $200,000 guarantee up top, or guaranteed prize pool. So should be a pretty good number up top, as these guys will be playing for some big money over the weekend. And of course, a lot of other items going on in the poker world. It's interesting if you go back and look at the video that we had from yesterday's show with Chris Torina. We were discussing about how player endorsements are very difficult to come by today, and mentioned a couple of guys that unfortunately had lost their sponsorships with PokerStars. That list has continued as of yesterday. Chad Holloway on Poker News, good friend of the show, reporting that a bunch of new players have gone by the wayside for PokerStars. We mentioned Joe Cotta and Humberto Brenes now, and Angel Guillen. Jose Nacho Barbero is out. Marcel Lusk, had been with PokerStars forever, is also gone, along with Alex Kravchenko. Have all been taken off the PokerStars Team PokerStars Pro roster. So pretty shocking there, especially Cotta just won a bracelet at the World Series this last year, to be the first bracelet winner since Carlos Mortensen to win a second bracelet at the WSOP. So a shocker there. And of course, a longtime pro and really one of the great ambassadors of the game from Europe, Marcel Lusk, is also out of there. So a stunning removal of these guys from the PokerStars roster. And boy, and they did the Vince McMahon thing too. The PokerStars comment says PokerStars can confirm that Joe Cotta, Marcel Lusk, and Alex Kravchenko are no longer members of Team PokerStars Pro. We wish them all in their future endeavors. That's of course kind of a catch line for when the WWE releases somebody they always say we wish them well in their future endeavors. And now, unfortunately, these guys and some great ambassadors of the game are now history for PokerStars. So pretty wild stuff as more guys getting trimmed off that roster for PokerStars. Of course, we're also getting ready for the WSOP Asia Pacific. That is getting underway in just about a week in Australia. And of course, the big battle right now between Brandon Shaq Harris and George Danzer, as they are trying to claim Player of the Year. Just need to get probably pick up some points to make sure that none of these guys that are on the main event final table are going to catch them. But a very close race right now. Shaq Harris at 752 and George Danzer at 745.2 points in there. Big drop off once you get down to John Hennigan, of course, who won the Players Championship, 557.88 points. Dan Negreanu's at 519.08. Those are the only guys over 500 points. So really, it's going to be very interesting to see how that turns out. Of course, Daniel Coleman in there too. Mr. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm too cool for school. Is in fifth right now with 452.4 points. But he has said he is not coming, along with 5 members of the November 9, also not attending this series. So really right now, I think this could be about a 4-man race if Hennigan's going. Leothias there, of course, running this whole joint, doing all right. But these four walking by, but these 4 guys should be chasing this championship. Of course, Dan Negreanu won the main event in the Asia Pacific last year, so he'll be looking to try to defend that title. And a win there could propel him ahead of those other 2 guys, but it'll be awfully close. So it should be pretty exciting right now. And Poker News has a poll up about this. They're saying Shaq Harris, Danzer, Negreanu, or other. So if you want to vote in that. And I'll tell you what, you couldn't ask between Brandon and George. If you go back and see our interviews we have on YouTube, just go to Mark Hoke on there, and 2 great guys, and certainly either one of them would be a fantastic representative of poker. Of course, Daniel Negreanu trying to do it again, so it should be an interesting duel between the 3 of them. as they try to win the WSOP Player of the Year race. And it, like I said, for the most part, it's pretty much going to be over after we finish this up. The November 9 really shouldn't have an effect on that because a lot of the guys on the table don't have many points. So it should be a pretty exciting run here for Player of the Year with 10 events to go over in Australia. And just looking around, too, some other stories that hit. Of course, that big one coming out of New Jersey, and we mentioned a little yesterday on our KLAV show, with Ultimate Gaming has left New Jersey. Of course, their agreement, as they said, multiple breaches by Trump Taj Mahal Associates. And, of course, the Taj is going bye-bye. So Ultimate is done in New Jersey, the poker site and the casino. So, pretty interesting happenings going on there in New Jersey. Is now, WSOP and Party Poker are going to, for the most part, going to be shooting it out in New Jersey. But Ultimate will stay up in in Nevada, which makes sense because it's really just the two of them for the most part. Real Gaming is out there as well. Excuse me, but not making a really big impact. And of course I forgot 888 too, out there in New Jersey. Sorry, I forgot. Probably should make sure I mentioned them too. But it was a tough run for Ultimate out there, and let's hope they can hang on in Nevada, or it's going to be a very non-competitive market, to say the least. All right, and of course, we're hanging on. Jeff Johnston's going to be up here in a little bit. I think he's got a couple announcements to make, and then he will join us up here on the big stage here at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And it looks like we're up to 64 players already into this day 1B flight, 118 yesterday. So getting close to cracking the 200 mark, $75,000 guarantee on this tournament. $550 buy-in. All right, and so like I said, we're just hanging on for Jeff to come up here in just a couple of minutes and join us. Here on the show. Yeah, by the way, and one thing we always like to do is like to thank some of our new followers of the show, and I tell you what, the show just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we certainly do appreciate it. I want to welcome some of our new followers. Win One Churchill joining us. Thank you for following the show. Let's see what else we got. Mark Tumlinson. All and 24 is in. Mike Exinger also giving us a follow. Do appreciate that. Rob _10108 has been with us. Hank _Sitten on board too. And a special welcome to Stripper and Porn News. We get the greatest followers in the world, I swear to God. Yeah, Strip Club DJ. Don't ask, guys. They find me, they follow me, and I'll take every one of them. So thank you for and J _Poker, who's up in the area, by the way. I want to thank him for the follow too. So a lot of new faces. Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show. We certainly do appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you follow the show there, and of course also on Facebook at the Mark Hoke Show. All right, so more and more players starting to filter their way in here, slowly but surely. Man, they gave it a 2:00 start. Come on, guys. Let's go. All right, so we're just hanging on here for Jeff Johnston to stop on by as soon as he's ready. He's taking care of some tournament director-ish duties. And, of course, Matt Savage is going to be coming in here starting tomorrow. He'll be making the rounds in the main event coming up here, $1,100 buy-in, $200,000 guarantee. Lots of money up for grabs, as it's been all week long, and I think he finally made it. He's only a couple minutes late. That's not bad. Appreciate it though. Let's get the man on the show, Jeff Johnston from Grey Eagle.
Hey, how are you, Mark?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
So, are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Well, let's talk first about the venue in here. Of course, you guys had to work really hard to finally get an event in the event center here at the casino. What's your reaction to this? I mean, this is amazing.
It's fantastic. It's the first time ever in Alberta that a place property that wasn't licensed as a casino got a license as a casino for a week.
Wow.
Yeah. So Deepstacks got that. Deepstacks Angry Eagle got that done, and that's amazing. It's groundbreaking for Alberta.
Yeah, and you look around here, especially once we get to the weekend, the main event. Other than having all these tables in here, and I know you got a ton of them set up, but you've got a great viewing here. I mean, these bleachers over here.
Yeah.
I mean, this could make for some very exciting poker here as we get maybe get close to a final table here for the main event.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I mean, Friday when we get the 550 that's going on right now, that day too, right? And Matt Savage doing the main event, it's gonna get silly. I bet you those bleachers are gonna be packed.
You just brought Matt Savage in so you could relax, didn't you?
Yeah,
tell the truth.
I'm gonna put my feet up as soon as he gets here.
He's here in the building.
Yeah, I know, but as soon as he starts taking over, I'm gone.
Done.
I
don't blame you.
Yeah. Maybe he'll probably start telling me what to do though. Right?
Yeah, that's a possibility. So don't let Matt push you around.
No.
I know he can be really like that.
Oh, yeah?
Just an Uber boss. But I think you'll be okay. Yeah, and having Matt coming in here, certainly a nice boost to the tournament, along with Tristan and the Grinder coming in as well.
Yeah.
So it should be a nice experience for everybody.
Yeah, it's amazing. This type of thing with Matt Savage has never been done before, and it's great. It's just we're just changing things in Alberta, and it's fantastic, right?
Yeah. And it's funny. Everybody that I've talked to about running poker tournaments in Alberta, and this is certainly nothing against their gaming commission. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's the rules they've got.
Oh yeah.
But it seems very difficult sometimes to get things done. This is with any gaming commission, but but you guys have been working really hard with them to make sure that you can expand your operations, do different things. And I know, talking to Kelly, I mean, he's said there's a lot of great things coming here too with him and Canadian Poker Tour. So you guys have to be feeling pretty good that you're making that headway with these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Alberta has a strong commitment to the community, and as we know, casinos are sometimes frowned upon by members of the community. So Alberta's doing a great job, but it's just time that we have to start to accept that this is now the way it's going to be, and it's not harmful for the community. This is great for the community. We've employed a lot more people. It's just fantastic that it's finally happening.
Now, of course, this series has been going on since the 20th. Logan Dunn picking up a title. We had another woman win a championship in here as well.
Yeah.
Tell everybody a little bit about what the week's been like so far with this Deepstacks series.
Well, it's been fantastic. We've had a great buzz all month, and we've been satelliting seats all month. And the Grinder Classic, we got 200 for that, and when they had an hour and a half to re-enter. I mean,
wow.
That's amazing on a Tuesday afternoon. It's great. Saturday was we were in the poker room and we jammed that. We got 201 people in on 15 tables with 4 cash games going at the same time. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Gave away 10,000 in a 220 on our first day. Then we came in here for the 330, the bounty. That was great, right? I think that's the one that Cindy won, the woman. And after that, it's been smooth sailing. I mean, for the last week and a half, I've had some pretty bad anxiety about running this and what's going to happen and are my clocks going to work, and everything's been flawless for me. It's been fantastic.
So Matt Savage is going to come in here and mess everything up.
Yeah,
obviously.
probably. I'm not going to let him touch any buttons.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't.
Yeah,
Trust me, don't.
Yeah.
Jeez. That and of course, now the main event coming up here. What numbers do you anticipate for this? How are you feeling about it right now?
I think over the 2 days we're going to see over 350 people.
That'd be great.
Easy, yeah.
That'd be great.
Easy. We're so excited about this. This is
I can tell.
Right? It's just, it's so good that it's all just coming together, and it's fantastic.
So if you had to sell a player who's never been here before to come up to Grey Eagle and play, why would somebody want to come up and come to this casino?
Okay, so I'm not just selling the property. I'm selling the games in Calgary. I'm telling you, have you made it over to the poker room? Have you played any 1-2 no limits?
It's nice.
Yeah. Those games, they play like your 5-10 no limits in Vegas, right? It's so juicy. And it's not, and there's poker everywhere, like every day of the week, every month, all year long. There's no better place in Canada to play poker than Calgary. We're definitely the mecca of poker.
Would anybody in Edmonton debate you on that? Would they do it? Would they try?
They might try, but they know it's not. They know it's not true. They know where to play. That's for sure.
There you go. And of course, you guys have been running a lot of great series. Just was up here for the Canadian Poker Tour event a little while ago.
Yeah.
It really seems like Grey Eagle has been stepping up to the plate and becoming, an industry leader in Western Canada in poker. I mean, this is, you guys have a pretty good strategy, it seems like.
Yeah, absolutely. We're the new guys on the block. We're the newest casino, and we've just changed things. That's just been our goal, and that's what our goal. Me and Lee, the casino manager, we go back 15 years now, and that's just how it's been for us since day one. It's just we want to bring bigger and better things. We're not too worried about the bottom line. We're just worried about putting on great events and having people come away with a good feeling.
Well, let's talk about some of those people that are here too. And I always hate putting people on the spot with names, but I'm going to do it to you because obviously, we know Tristan and Grinder are going to be here, but there are so many great players that, we got to meet at the last time we were up here and are in the house here today, and I'm sure we'll be seeing this weekend. Give me just a couple of players that are, kind of stand out to you that we're going to be seeing here over this weekend that are going to be competitive for that main event title.
All right. Well, we got Cliff back, and he won the main event in the CPT. Cliff's here. There's always Dusty Sparta. He's always placing. We also, yesterday, Kareem and Jeet made it into the 550, and then we got our buddy here from Edmonton, Bash, who's just brought down 15 guys with us, and he's a challenger for sure from Edmonton, but he's a challenger.
There's a rivalry there, isn't there?
Oh yeah, big time.
What's the problem with Edmonton? Why is Calgary superior to Edmonton? Why are the residents here better than Edmonton?
I don't know if I should say. They might not come back.
No, I'm kidding. I was just trying to make trouble, and I do apologize.
There's no problem with that.
They're both amazing cities with amazing people. I've never been to Edmonton. So.
Oh no? It's great up there. I've never been. I've been twice now. I visited the River Cree, and I think I saw an Oilers game when they were bad. Yeah, which they still kind of are bad. But
here it goes.
They might get better. I'm not a Flames fan either. I'm a Leafs fan, and that gets a lot of bad press out here.
That's rough sailing.
Yeah. Well, I just saw them in HD for the first time in the playoffs 2 years ago.
Oh, they made the playoffs?
Yeah, shortened season.
Okay, just checking. I forgot.
There wasn't enough games to blow it, right? They tried.
Yeah, now, of course, all of us are headed to the hockey game tonight, preseason game with Calgary and Vancouver.
Absolutely. That's going to be great.
So now I have never been to a hockey game in Canada before. All right? So now I've been to ones in America, obviously, but I've never gone here. So what are some of the things that I have to do when I go to a Canadian hockey game? Help me out, because I don't want to make any cultural faux pas.
Well, I've been to a lot of American games, right? I did a whole tour of the West Coast. And you know what? They're just as good as fans. They're great fans. But the thing is we're there. We're there, and we're cheering, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason or not. We're ready to go in that one. So it's just going to be crazy. Just be ready to cheer. Be ready to have a few pops, and we're good to go.
What is my beer of choice? If now I of course I've had Molson, Moosehead, so I've experienced a lot of the beers that come to America. But give me a good one. Good Canadian brew that I will probably have not had before that I could drink at this hockey game tonight.
I'll tell you, it's an Ontario beer, and it's Steam Whistle. It's a fantastic beer, Steam Whistle, yeah. I don't think you're going to be able to get it over at the Dome, but I can tell you one thing. Just stay away from the Dome beer. If you want to feel okay. Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with the Dome beer?
It's the draft. There's something wrong with the pipes, man. It changes your whole perspective on life. It doesn't matter how many.
Really? There's mind-altering intoxicants in there. What's going on?
They do have a nickname for it, and it is heroin beer. It's deadly.
Well, will I be talking like you guys? I'll get my boots in and all that stuff.
Yeah, you might be saying some A's by the end of the
night. Well, I went to college in North Dakota, so I picked a lot of that stuff up. I can't say my last name anymore. It took a long time.
Oh no!
To kind of fix it. Yeah, see, exactly. See, when
Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that the O got messed up, and then we went back to the East Coast, and some blend of HOAs, and I don't know. It was
That's kind of like when you cross over the border from Niagara Falls to Buffalo. There's a Seneca casino there, and suddenly there's that Buffalo accent is there, and it's like, how does that happen, right?
It starts Civil War sometimes too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a little misunderstanding on a vowel, and you could be getting a little bit of a fight there. I'm sorry. I'm just making a little small talk too here.
That's
but
fine.
but of course now we're up to 71 here for this event. By the way, we had a 118 yesterday, so just getting close to cracking the 200 mark on the $75,000 guarantee.
Yep, it was crushed already, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're doubled now. We're not over. We're not at 150 yet, but I think we're going to get there.
Yeah, so should be a pretty good finish to the day here. And, of course, if anybody wants to come down here, I know you guys have some travel deals set up and all sorts of stuff going on there. So if they want to get down here and play, tell everybody a little bit about what they got to do.
Well, they have a little bit of time left today to get the Deep 5 code, which is your best deal, right? You get the 550 and the 1100 seat included with an all-in of 2200 for your 5 nights in the hotel.
There you go.
So that's great. They got a little bit of time left here because we close up around 7:15, and then the Deep 5 code goes away because they can't get in the 550 anymore.
Right.
But and also all our room rates are at 109, and if you come and you find me, you're probably going to get a better rate than that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Throwing out the
Just come and
poker
find-
player deal.
Yeah.
You're a hot shot around here, aren't you?
I try. That's all. Also, remember the ladies champion from the CPT. We've been working on her to try and get her back, and right now on Twitter, she's contemplating where she's going to go, stay in Vegas or come up to Calgary. I mean, it's much nicer in Calgary right now, right? And warm Vegas with the pool.
It's still warm, and don't get me started.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's some good stuff going on in Vegas right now.
Yeah.
But you should come up here and play.
Absolutely.
I've been telling everybody you should come up here and play.
Absolutely, you should.
Yeah. So, once again, of course, the main event starting off tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've got Matt Savage coming in, Tristan Wade, Michael Mizrachi, the grinder, is going to be here. Should be something else. Looking forward to seeing how everything turns out for you guys.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, come a little bit early tomorrow because we got that special intro for Matt Savage, and it's gonna blow your mind.
Wait a minute. Are we doing like pyrotechnics or what?
Well, there might be some fire, there might be some doves, but there's definitely going to be an amazing entrance for Matt Savage.
Wow, we have to put that on video.
Absolutely.
What time is this entrance happening?
Or right around 2 o'clock.
Great. We'll be on the air.
Probably be slow getting it started just to try and get all these guys seated because,
Yeah.
they just rolled out of bed 5 minutes before the entry.
Right.
And then, introducing Matt's going to be amazing.
Well, maybe we'll turn the camera around for that.
All right.
That should be fun. Well, Jeff, congratulations. Another great series up here. Unbelievable facility, and I can't wait to see this whole place packed
Yeah.
in here over this weekend. It
Yeah.
should be very exciting. And once again, don't forget, of course, if you want to come down and watch as well, we've got stadium seating in here.
Yeah, stadium seating.
This is just unbelievable.
And the VIP lounge, it's never used.
Oh,
Right?
I didn't even see that over there.
Yeah, tables, leather couches.
Oh, my
life of luxury.
God.
Should have put some palm trees up there.
I should be broadcasting over there.
That's what. Well, we wanted you.
No,
here,
I want to
though.
be out
We
here on
wanted
stage,
everybody
of
seeing
course.
You. You are the show, right?
Come on.
Oh,
Really?
well, I think so.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take it.
All right. Perfect.
All right. Well, hey, I wish you all the best with everything. And,
Okay.
once again, thank you for having us up here again. Really do appreciate it.
No
And,
problem. You can come back anytime. Thank you very much for having me on.
no problem, buddy. Good to see you. All right. So, still a chance to get up here and play some poker with today's event 1B. Registration closing around 7 o'clock tonight. So, come join us. Main event starting tomorrow as well. So, I want to thank Jeff Johnson for stopping in there and saying hi. All right, let's take one more break, and we're going to come back. We'll take a look at some more poker news and see where we are on the tournament at this point. We're just kind of watching entries coming in at this point, and maybe Matt will stop over too. Maybe we'll get lucky on that, but if not, we'll definitely get him on tomorrow. Apparently, it's going to be pomp and circumstance and dancing girls and bowing going on for Matt showing up here at this tournament. So let's take one more break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thank you for joining us once again. We're live here at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Going to be a great time. So anywhere in the area, heck, just hop on. You can give WestJet a call, get a discounted ticket, and come join us. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open Face Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open Face Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait, let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, we're back here on The Mark Hoke Show live from the Grey Eagle Resort Casino for the Deepstacks Poker Tour Calgary event. Series started on the 20th and we'll be finishing up here on Sunday. Day 1B of event number 7. underway right now. We are currently at 71 entrants for today's play. Had 118 yesterday, so closing in on that magic 200 player or 200 entry mark, we should say. So 71 in the room right now for this one. Of course, main event coming up here starting tomorrow. $1,100 buy-in, $200,000 guarantee. So, looking for guys expecting about 300 plus players, which would obviously crush the guarantee. Be looking to get 200 to make that happen. So we'll see how that goes on. Of course, we're going to be covering that live for you, 1 and 7 p.m. Pacific time. So it'll be 2 and 8 here. I'm sorry, 1 and 6. So it'll be 2 and 7 here. Pardon me. So, make sure you guys join us here on markhokeshow.com. Hey, by the way, of course, if you are new to the show and want to check us out, we have all our video shows from our live events up on YouTube at Mark Hoke. All you have to do is search me. You'll find them all. Of course, got great ones from here. Of course, we were a Canadian Poker Tour event as well. The World Series and a wild series of shows down at the Seminole Hard Rock as well, along with a lot of other stuff we've got up on the site there for you, so you can check that out. And, of course, if you want to check out our show on KLAV, we are on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time on KLAV 12:30 a.m. in Las Vegas and KLAV1230am.com everywhere in the world. And we do appreciate all you guys listening. The podcast numbers have been great, and we certainly do thank you all for your listening live or picking up the podcast. We got a pretty good show going, and of course, just finished. Of course, we've done over 500 and some shows in my various incarnations here. But now, of course, just did show number 52 on KLAV, so that means we'll be starting our second year on KLAV1230am.com on next Wednesday's show. So looking forward to that. Should be a great time. Of course, this last show we just did, Zach Grunberg, was on Wednesday, and what a show that was. Really talking about the poker lifestyle, all the things that he's gone through with the addiction issues, and how difficult it is to really be a professional poker player and be out there dealing with so much temptation and difficulty when you're pursuing this career. It is not easy. So, and look who just walked in the door. Matt Savage has officially arrived in the house. Jeff, go take a nap. It's over. Savage is in the house, so, of course, guy that I think pretty much everybody agrees is the number one tournament director in the world in poker, and very happy to have Matt joining us, and his wife is here as well, which is pretty cool. So Matt Savage is in the house. So I don't know if I'm sure Matt's going to kind of get acquainted with everybody before we get him on the show. So maybe we'll save him for later on unless he decides to come up here. All right. Some other news in poker right now. Of course, we haven't gotten to report on this for a while, but the Global Poker Index still flying around out there, and we'll take a look at those standings for you. GPI Player of the Year, still Dan Smith, got a nice lead on Mustafa Kanit, followed by Scott Seaver, Dan Coleman, and boy, that is hard to believe that Dan Coleman is still in fourth. Of course, that given what he, of course, winning the one drop, and and the Seminole Hard Rock tournament, but Coleman is in fourth right now. Jason Mercier in fifth. Kevin Stamen, the WPT World Champion from last season, sitting in sixth right now. Alex Billicore in seventh. Jacob Schindler in eighth. Oli Shimion in ninth, and Ami Bearer is in 10th for the GPI Player of the Year. No movement on there. Those 10 players stayed the same. So no changes in the standings over the past couple of weeks on the GPI Player of the Year. The top GPI 300 top 10, which of course is the barometer that measures over a year period, didn't see a whole lot of movement either, but there was a little bit. Smith still leading the way on that. Oli Shimion is in second, Negreanu in third. Mercier in fourth, Seaver in fifth, Byron Caverman sitting in sixth place, followed by Stephen Chidwick, Davide Katai, Alex Billicore, and Paul Volpe still hanging around in there. Volpe down a spot. Billicore moved up 3 to crack the top 10, and Chidwick and Katai basically changed spots in 7 and 8. And some new players hitting the GPI top 300. We'll welcome Ankush Mandavia in there at 257. Bobby Abudi, of course, the former Borgata main event champion, is at 259. Victor Zabrisa, who, of course, has had a couple great runs lately. He is in 270. Matt Affleck joins the club. He's at 280. Brandon Shane gets in there at 292. Tom Dobrolovic at 298. Andrzej Vinklarik is at 299. And Vladimir Shemalev is at 300. So those guys making their debuts in the GPI 300. So congratulations to all of those guys. Some of the big gainers, Dan Wyman has been just on fire, moved up 100 spots. Bobby Abudi moved up 154 spots. Ray Kartami moved up 79 spots. Sean Winter up 62. Ankush Mandavia, of course, we mentioned, up 59 spots from his last position. So there you go. Those are some of your big guys. Of course, Elke down 48 spots as he was just in the top 10 as of August 2013, but is now making needs to get it going a little bit. But congratulations to all those guys. I mean, just being rated in the GPI 300 and the Player of the Year race, pretty darn cool stuff. All right, 75 runners here so far here in the Day 1B of the Deepstacks Poker Tour. Event number 7, 550 buy-in. Still plenty of time for you guys to get up here. If you're within a few hours here, you can still have a chance to come down and play this one. And, of course, get your hotel rooms here at Grey Eagle. This is the main event is going to be kicking off tomorrow, and we're looking forward to catching that one. All right. So, once again, just keep an eye on the action. Like I said, I'm betting Matt will not be able to escape. He's with Leah Thias, who's the general manager of the casino, and Leah, great guy. Really enjoy being around him, and just he kind of reminds me of kind of being like the Nolan Dalla of the North. Doesn't do a blog, but the knowledge that man carries is unreal, and we'll look forward to having Lee on one of the shows here coming up pretty soon. All right, and like I said, just checking a couple things out for you here real quick. And, as we get ready to wrap up, don't want to forget some of our great sponsors of the show. Of course, don't forget BlueRail.net. Bob does an unbelievable job building websites for people. He's one of the best guys going, and he's got some great announcements coming up soon, too. But, go to BlueRail.net, do BlueRail.net, and, if you need a website built, he'll even host it for $9 a month. So, just tell him that's a Mark Hoke Show special, and we'll be... I'm sure he'll be thrilled to help you out. Also, once again, we've got our good friends at Run Good Gear. Make sure you go to rungoodgear.com. Get 10% off with the code HOKE on there as well. So check them out at rungoodgear.com. And, of course, the Nevada Poker League. Hey, if you get down to Nevada and, you especially Las Vegas, and things not going so well, and maybe you want to, or you just want to have some fun playing poker, make sure you guys go to NevadaPokerLeague.com's over 17 locations for you to play poker for free, cash and prizes, all sorts of great stuff. So check it out at Nevada Poker League. All right, Janine Deeb has just walked in the door too, so the gang is making their way in here. So very happy to see Janine in here. Of course, Janine will be sitting right next to me, so we'll be getting to give her flack at every opportunity as we keep it rolling here at the Deepstacks Poker Tour, with the main event kicking off tomorrow. All right, and players at 100, 200 blind level right now on day 7. Of course, they're going to be playing to level 17 or 10% of the field remaining. Probably would like to see a few more players in here. But, we'll still guarantee easily cracked, so not a problem. So maybe everybody decided to hop into yesterday's flight. Of course, there's, like I said, we got some other things going on here with the main event coming up. We've got another tournament on Sunday, so it should be pretty exciting. All right, and let's see. I'm just going to see if there's anything else any other news we got, because I think we pretty much covered it all. But, hey, baseball news, by the way, the Brew Crew is done. They lost this afternoon, so the San Francisco Giants are in the playoffs. They'll be returning as a wild card, and now just trying to chase the Pirates down to get home field. But of course, that wouldn't be actually be too bad for the Giants. because they'd have to go out to Pittsburgh, and then looks like they'll be headed to Washington. So not a big trip for them if they do end up having to play the wild card in Pittsburgh. It's only going to be one flight. But of course, the American League's still way up for grabs with the Central Division. It looks like the Tigers taking control on that. 2 games up on Kansas City, so their magic number is 3. Of course, the Pirates also trying to catch the Cardinals. The Cardinals with a magic number of 3 as well, but the Pirates are 1.5 out with I believe 4 games for them left to play. But it looks like Oakland's going to dodge that bullet with Seattle losing, and that possibly could be wrapped up today. Both Oakland and Kansas City could get playoff spots with wins and losses. Wins today and loss by Seattle. So pretty cool stuff going on in baseball, too. And, of course, hockey, we've got exhibition hockey tonight. Calgary and Vancouver, looking forward to going over that game. Should be a great time. All right. So I hope Janine knows I'm not giving up any of my table space. But anyway, should be an awesome time here for the Deepstacks Poker Tour. So plenty of time. Come on down. Get registered for that main event. You're going to have an awesome experience here, and I'm going to tell you, you come in this facility, you're going to be blown away. It is magnificent. So I think it's going to pretty much wrap it up for us here. Once again, no show tonight, but we will be back on the air tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time. So it'll be 2 p.m. Mountain. So join us here then, and of course, so we'll be back on at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain time for double coverage Friday and Saturday, and then of course we'll have all-day coverage of the final table, or I shouldn't even say the final table, but the main event, as they will play down to a champion on Sunday here at Gray Eagle. So that is going to do it for us, everybody. Hey, thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it. We'll have this up on YouTube as soon as possible. So I want to thank you for catching us here, and we will see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Pacific, here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, or 1 p.m. Pacific. So catch you later, everybody. Follow the show, markhokeshow.com. Have a great day.